Hi guys, Vindicator Jones here. Well, it's finally here. The Krait 2.0 has dropped and I've spent most of today in the cockpit giving it a good run through in both A-rated versions and fully engineered versions. For today's video, I'm just going to go through the A-rated unengineered version just so you know what you can get straight out from the box. Built as a direct competitor to the Python, it also shares many aspects of the Python's loadout potential. Both have 3 large weapons hardpoints and 2 medium, both have 4 utility slots, both have identical core internal slots, and both have almost identical internal optional module slots, except that the Krait sacrifices one class 6 slot for the ability to load a fighter bay. So really, on paper, what's the point of the Krait? Is it just another Python but in a different shell? To be honest, this kind of worried me. As some of you know, I don't really like the Python. It doesn't mean I think the Python is a bad ship, because it isn't. But to me, it has no soul, no personality. It's the Ford Econovan of the Elite Dangerous universe. And it's kind of boring to fly. Well, for me. Now, before all you Python fanboys get your panties in a bunch, I do understand why you love it. There is nothing wrong with the Python. It's an almost perfect all-rounder. But for some reason, it just doesn't speak to me. And this is what kind of worried me about the Krait. But enough of this, let's just jump straight into it and see what she can do. Okay everyone, here I am in my local HazRes. I'm testing out the new Krait. Just launching my fighter. For some reason I've got an Aegis fighter by mistake, but that's okay.
Roger that. Fighter is going live.
Alright, let's take a look around and see what we can find.
Fighter deployed. Awaiting your orders.
Not bad, she turns not too badly. It has a Python feel to it, but it seems a little bit more responsive. But it's been a while since I've flown the Python, so don't quote me on that. Get nice and close, and I've told my fighter to attack and distract the target, and I'll come back around on it. There we go. Now I'm running 2 pulse lasers. 2 large pulse lasers, 1 large multi-cannon and 2 medium multi-cannons. Now this is just a very generic build.
I hear you loud and clear. Moving to attack position.
I should have a link for the build in the description below, so you might want to check that out. Not bad. It's a little bit sluggish, but of course I'm used to flying much more maneuverable ships. Oh, that was rude. It's okay, I might look at putting some pips into engines. Also probably just need to get used to it. Definitely used to fully engineered ships. Okay. There must be something around here. Seems to have a nice roll rate. Thrusters are thrusters are quite good. Quite like the thrusters. Oh, there we go, some action over there. Cruise speed is okay. It's not fantastic, but it is, you know, a more multi-purpose type of ship. Oh, there we go, Anaconda. Dangerous. Let's move into position nicely. Closer. Definitely more used to faster ships. Okay, here's a good spot.
Copy. Enemy sighted. Moving to engage.
I gave orders for my fighter to engage as well, but it should have probably automatically engaged it anyway. And for those people wondering, is a fighter worth it? I would have to say, if you've got an NPC pilot that's dangerous or above, then they're definitely worth it. But if you have like a novice pilot, no, they're about as good as a trained hamster. Yeah, that's not too bad. My shields are still holding relatively okay. Put some pips into shields because you know I've got no resistances. This is pretty much a stock A-rated build, so also I'm running bi-weaves as well, bi-weave shields. But there we go. Okay, that went down relatively easily. Got a nice federal assault ship here. See how we can do against some more maneuverable targets. Again, no, I was going to get into a better position there, but accidentally hit my autopilot button to attack. It's okay, it's going down pretty quickly. It's only expert level. Is my pilot going for it? Oops, I should have. Yeah. Definitely sluggish on the turn, but I mean, that's obviously to be expected. It's just going to take me a little while probably to get used to it, that's all.
Hostile is down. Nothing else showing up on my scanner, Commander. All targets destroyed.
What's next? Okay, it's probably one of these guys. Oh, there we go. Python. He's already damaged, but that's okay. Easy catch. Move into position a bit better. Oh, here we go. Up. Thrusters are good. I quite like the thrusters. I think they're more responsive than the Pythons, but I really need to fly the Python again to really test it out. I think I've lost myself here. Talking, lost track. There we go.
I hear you loud and clear. Moving to attack position.
On my position here. I like the hardpoint placements. It's not very good if anything's below you, but anything that's right in front of you or above, all weapons fire on it, which is really good. Look at my, I've just turned my head to the right there a bit. It's so cool seeing the multi-cannon there firing. I really like that. Okay, he died.
Enemy is down.
Actually quite liking this. I really like the sound of the boost as well. The engines sound really nice in this. I like the cockpit as well. It's not, you can see a lot. I really like the cockpit. There's a real wide open view. You can see down below as well. Moving into target. Actually, this is probably a nice exploration ship, like a long-range exploration ship. See if I can hold my position here. Bit of a struggle. Which I didn't boost. Actually, it's not too bad because the boost isn't that high. I am struggling against the thrusters and trying to turn. I mean, it's to be expected, so it's not really a complaint, it's just something I'm noticing. But look, there's no real problem with it. It does handle quite well for what it is. My shields are a bit low. I might pop off a couple of SCBs. I think I got a class 4 and a class 3. So it just gives me a quick little boost. Finish this guy off here.
Point me at the commander. I'll do the rest.
Yeah, I really do like the sound though. Okay, trying to turn a bit earlier, that helps. Yeah, it's less finesse and more just brute force. Compared to ships like the Chieftain and the Fer-de-Lance, where there's a lot more finesse involved, this is actually like you're really just pushing this through the space. That's okay, just a different type. Okay, nice swing here. We'll give them a test, see how much damage I can take. Come on, nice and close if I can. He lost shields quickly, that's good. Oh, and his hull's almost gone too. Very nice. That's great, now I can quickly get back onto the other target.
Copy. Enemy sighted. Moving to engage.
Send my fighter after it. That's another great thing about fighters as well. They're a great distraction. They're worth their weight in gold just for that fact alone. I really wish Frontier would spend more time with NPC pilots and, you know, make them more interactive and have them actually part of the gameplay in the sense of you have to manage them or something. That'd be so cool. But that's another video topic, which I've already discussed once before. I know I'm rambling. Let's just focus on this. An elite leveled Leopard. There's a couple of them here. Close my distance. Fired a bit early there, but that's alright. I'm in position nicely here. Yep, getting the hang of this. Just got to turn that bit more earlier. Obviously flight assist off helps. Oh, I don't like this. Pips to shields. He's about to die anyway. Oh, I meant to put pips into shields and weapons, not shields and engines.
Enemy is eliminated, Commander.
Oh well. Moving on, what else we could find? Another elite department. Trying to get into position there, completely screwed that up. That's okay. Come to Papa. I'm looking forward to engineering this and seeing how fast it can go once you've engineered the drives. And I'd love to see its responsiveness too. I think that's going to make a huge difference.
Order confirmed. Engaging target.
I reckon if you just get the handling a bit better, which I reckon obviously dirty drives will, I reckon this is going to be quite a formidable little ship. Should be doing this head to head. I've got full pips to shields there, but seeing how much damage I can soak up. It's a good little test actually, seeing how much damage I can take. With, well, I did have full pips to shields, but need weapons at the moment. Oh dear. There goes my shields. Oh, there goes my hull. There goes my cockpit glass. Oh, took quite a bit of damage there, but that's okay. Just remember, this is unengineered. So I might end it here and then go and engineer this. Well, there we have it. I'm not going to waffle on here too much as there really isn't that much to say. Straight out of the box, the Krait is a great and well-balanced ship, and thankfully I enjoyed flying it. Sometimes it felt like the crate lost its breath during some tight turns, but engineering will fix this, I'm sure. And although it has similar hardpoint loadouts to the Python, I feel the crate's weapon placement is much more usable, especially if your target is slightly above you. The design is just awesome, and the cockpit area is the real highlight of the crate. It just looks so cool. And although this is just an opinion, it seems the modelling of the crate has been designed with space legs in mind, with elevators on the rear and front and a more space legs friendly cockpit area. But who knows, it's just something I've noticed. The only real problem I have with the crate is the shields. It needs more, or at least perhaps include 6 utility slots. Out of the box, it should come with at least 800 to 900 megajoules of shielding instead of the paltry 5 to 600 megajoules. But this is a minor niggle, as engineering could change these statistics significantly. So we now come to the ultimate question: which is better, Python or Krait? And really, that all depends upon you. The Python has an extra class 6 slot, which means more room for cargo or other modules. And if you want to run a fighter bay in the Krait, it means sacrificing another large module slot for the fighter bay. So if you're looking for something more multi-purpose, then perhaps the Python is still the better choice. But if you want to ship with more bite, handles better, looks cooler, well, in my opinion, and can launch a fighter, then I would definitely nudge you in the direction of the Krait. Of course, this is all subject to change as I spend more time in the cockpit. Later, I'll take the Python out for another spin for a more definitive comparison at a later stage. I'm currently filming the fully engineered Krait video, so keep an eye out for that the next few days. If you like this video or any of my other videos, please consider supporting me on Patreon. The more support I can get from you guys means more time I can take away from my day-to-day work and direct it towards making more content. If you can't, then supporting me by liking the video and subscribing would also be fantastic. Also, don't forget to add me on Twitter to keep up to date with what I'm doing and other silly shenanigans. This is Vindicated Jones signing off. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you out there in the big black.